when you got back home to Calgary, obviously, like you said, the weather wasn't, you're still in full on winter mode. Once spring finally appeared though, did you have to wait a while before you could get back out on the course, or what was that all like, and when were you able to get out swinging again?
Yeah, it was, golf was one of the things that opened up in Alberta about a month after the snow all melted. There's a big push from the golfing community to get the golf courses open, because we felt like it was a sport that could easily be played while social distancing. And once it was opened, it was about a month after the snow melted. So it was about 8.5 weeks since that day in Las Vegas that I had actually swung a golf club, which is the longest break I'd ever taken. So it was kind of weird to go back out and play again. But I mean, since then I've been able to play pretty well every day. It was just, those 8.5 weeks were tough on me for sure.
So what else? It's been nice. The weather's better now. It's good you've been able to get out golfing again. What else has been occupying your time? Are you working? Are you doing any other new hobbies? What's been keeping you busy these days?
Well, I am actually taking a couple summer classes, so that has been taking a little bit of my time. I'm also been watching a lot of TV. I've been reading a lot more than usual. I've been helping out with the garden a little bit. I've been cooking. I've been trying to, I've called it being unproductively productive. Instead of just kind of sitting around and doing nothing, at least I'm like watching a movie. So it's not necessarily like I'm being unproductively productive, if that makes sense. So it's been all right. I've been keeping busy. Like I've said, I've kind of found a bit of a routine, and I'm lucky that I have a stationary bike in the basement that I've been using quite a bit. And yeah, with the golf courses open, it's been all right as well.
Well, it sounds like you got a good variety of stuff going on, so that's good. So I've been asking everyone what their go-to on Netflix or Crave or whatever is, but you mentioned reading as well, so I'll ask you what books you've been into, and maybe some suggestions you have.
Yeah, sure. I just finished American Dirt the other day. It was it's a really fascinating book about people trying to cross the border from Mexico up into the States. And then I've read Shoe Dog, which is a book about the owner of Nike and how he kind of created Nike, and that was a pretty interesting book. Currently, I'm reading a book called The 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, which is also super interesting. So I've kind of got a good mix of fact or fiction and nonfiction, although American Dirt was loosely based on nonfiction anyway. So I mean, those are all really good books. It kind of depends what you like, but I'd say of the 21 Lessons for the 21st Century has really been eye-opening, and it's super relevant with, everything that's going on in the world and how fast everything's changing, and how we can kind of like figure it out, because I mean, we're just accelerating at an unprecedented pace, and trying to keep up with everything can be overwhelming. So this book has actually been super helpful in kind of navigating all of that.
Now, I know with all the other stuff you're doing, you're also an executive with the TAC for this current and coming year. Now, I know you guys have been busy as well, and especially this last week, you've got a pretty cool fundraiser going. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. So I was lucky enough to be an exec last year as well, and then this year I was voted in as the vice president of the TAC, and I'm really honored to be able to speak on behalf of the student athlete community and say that we as a community are standing behind the Black Lives Matter movement, and that we recognize that social injustices are present in our society, and we'll work tirelessly to create a better future for everybody. But we wanted to show our support beyond just the words, and come together as a group to contribute to real action, which is why the TAC has put together a fundraiser to donate money to the Black Health Alliance, which is a Canadian charity that aims to improve the health and well-being of Black communities. It went live yesterday, and we're already over halfway to our goal of $1,000, but we'd be excited to pass that goal. So definitely be sure to check out our Instagram and Facebook pages to see how you can get involved and with this movement and see how, as a community, as student athletes, we can make a real difference.
Awesome, great stuff. What's the number one thing that you're looking forward to once we hopefully are able to advance here and be able to get in larger groups and see people again? What are you most missing these days?
That's a good question. If you asked me that a month ago, I would have said golf, but probably at this point, the gym. As much as I enjoy riding bikes that go nowhere, I wouldn't mind, getting into a good gym. And that's no disrespect to Matt Fliss at the varsity gym. He's been giving us lots of really good programs, but I'd love to throw some real weight around again.